Well, hey folks, Species7 here. Welcome back to the channel. Oop. And welcome back to Farm Sim 22, and we're here on the Pioneers map. Now, I think the first business here today is going to be to make up for some of the silliness of yesterday. Well, actually, I guess as far as the game's concerned, it was earlier today. But, yeah, I'm going to pick up the... straw. Yeah, I'll go pick up a straw. Pick up the straw that I inadvertently sprayed into the wrong direction. And managed to get it all outside the barn instead of inside. So, let's go see if we can't gather that up. I think this will be just the machine for the job. So, everybody's doing well today. It is a Thursday morning. We are on day 3 of another one of those delightful heat dome events here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. And the ever lovely Sunshine Coast. Alright. And second pass. Say, if you like the content and you haven't done it yet, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Ring the old notification bell and all that happy, joy stuff. Alright, so there we go. Who needs it? Straw. Obviously not the brown cows. How about you guys? Oh yeah, you got kind of ripped on your straw, didn't you? Alright, well we'll give you this. It's not much. Not much. Oh, and of course, if you do like the content, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Heck, I'm not proud even if you don't like the content. Hit the like button. Alright. Leaping out of our tractor. There we go. Okay. Easy peasy. Slurry. Ooh, getting there, eh? Alright, good to know. I'm going to assume we don't need to leave that running. Oops. Yes, indeed. So it looks like we have one more task before we get back to the ever-important seeding. And that will be begin the conversion of some slurry into digestate, which we can convert into fertilizer. So, let's do that. Now, I think we'll take the truck. Oh my, excuse me. I don't know why such a big yawn. I've been up for 3 hours. Not like it's a fresh new day. Yeah, we're in another of those, right in the middle of one of those heat dome events. I love how there's so many new names for weather now. You know? We screwed things up so badly that we can't even rely on the old adages for what our weather's doing. But yeah, another period of extremely hot days with little to no cooling at night. And that's the big gripper, of course. We don't get to shed any of this during the daytime. So it just gets worse. Now we should be able to actually completely fill this puppy at this barn. Because it seems to me both of them are above the 18,000 liters I can hold. Jesus, this thing just flies once it gets going. Alright, well that's maybe not the best thing to do. Alright, let's get you in here. Now, I believe... that is the actual unload point, so let's do so. We'll let that do its thing. Yeah, they got like another 11 of these to drop, so... Odd they gave it such a small output section. I guess they didn't know the crazies were gonna get a hold of it. Alright, that should be done by now. Let's go and grab the other barns full. How's this guy doing? 17,000 liter digestate. Alright, good stuff. So it's actually got enough for... oh, excuse me. For us to not go back empty. So that's a switch. Come on. 95%. Oh, okay. Wasn't quite enough, but good enough. Well, let's take her back. Bah. Seems to me I had issues with this before. There we go. So load her up. Slide on over here. Now, where's the output? Right here. Well, let's see what these old ladies have produced. Well, I guess we have a fair idea, but you know what I mean. Alright, full truck again. Sweet. There we go. And you get... Yeah, I don't know what we're supposed to do with all that electric charge. I think we should run a couple of wires up to the doorknob of one of the shops up there. Yeah. I'm such a nice guy. Look at these things. Man. Alright. You should have emptied by now, indeed. Alright, that's one more little thing taken care of. So, I believe with that, it is almost 9 o'clock in the morning. It must be time to go to bed. So, let's put our truck away. Whipping into the farm at 100k. Jam on the brakes. There we go. Ooh. Clipped my mirror. Alright. Now, there are, of course, minor little things going on, the occasional box of produsticated goods and such that we could deal with, but I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking let's go plant some things. Not bad. It's good. It's working on it. 3,000 liters of fertilizer so far. Okie dokie, pig in a pokey. Let's get some rest. 7 in the morning, please. It's still way later than I normally get up, but you know, it's a game. So I see they've announced another DLC for the game. But, pretty, pithy one this time. A single vehicle, a grape harvester. So, yeah. Not the end-all and be-all, that's for sure. But, hey, if it comes out in time, we might get to... Those are some nice weeds, eh? Weeds large. Well, at least we waited for the best of the best of the best. None of this small weeds or medium weed crud for us. No siree. Either do large weeds or go away. Come on. There you go. Another sell point with a very limited palleting. Now there's lots of mods that will alleviate that, right down to, I believe there's an entire warehouse you can put down that will take your honey pallets for you. But it's a nice easy production chain, you know, considering it is a, there we go, Giants add-on. Alright, we should be, could be, ready to go. What? Requires power for the hydraulics? Who knew? And why is this thing open? Close it. There we go. Alright, we got wheat ready. Close enough. Alright. Let's get a headland in. This particular field is what's going to feed our chickens next year. So. And let's get one here as well. There we go. All right. Let's get the wheat and potatoes of it. I think I freaked my neighbors out yesterday evening. I had as some of you know that follow the channel, one of my kind of hobby things is zipping around on my electric scooter. And, well, one of the dangerous things about that hobby is because they're such low to the ground units, people don't tend to look at things like your brake light, you know, because it's only 4 inches off the ground. But I have put, using old bicycle parts, I built myself a carrier for the back of my scooter. I built a trailer as well, but I built a carrier for the back of the scooter. And because the top of that is actually a couple feet off the ground, I thought, well, that'd be a good place for one of those smart bicycle lights. And they're called smart lights because they will automatically operate the brakes when they detect deceleration, like the brake light. So that's kind of nice that vehicles behind me will know when I grab a handful of brake to slow down. Because you can't use hand signals. You need both hands to drive those things. You can take your hand off momentarily, but it immediately becomes an incredibly unsafe vehicle. So the other thing included on this smart brake bulb, or brake light, are signals. They are wirelessly controlled by a unit that mounts on the handlebars, which is very cool. And they're quite bright, so they might be of some use. Certainly be of use at night, but they may be of some use during the day. But the other thing it includes is a horn, which, considering the bell on the 9-baud, is pretty, well, lame. The horn is nice. Just gives a bit of an electronic noise at people that are in your way. And an alarm. It has a 2-stage alarm. It will sound a 10-second screaming banshee to warn someone if there's vibration detected on your scooter once you lock it. And if more vibration is detected after the little banshee warning, then it goes into full-blown screamer mode. And I think it's 120 decibel. Yeah, starts making obscene noises at, you know, stupidly high decibel levels. Well, when you get something like that new, it needs to be charged. What I didn't realize was that their little remote unit that goes on the handlebars, which has an internal button cell to power it, was in armed mode. So I'd already attached it to the handlebars of my scooter. Then I went back into the living room and plugged the actual light unit into a USB port on my desktop hub. Yeah, you guessed it. As soon as I plugged it in, it started the 10-second scream like a banshee, and by the time I made it into the kitchen to look at the buttons on my scooter, realize, hey, you don't have your glasses, you can't tell what button is what. Went back and got my glasses. It, well, it had finished its pre-wail, and luckily, as I wasn't going to touch it again, it didn't go into its secondary. But let me tell you, especially in a building, dang, it's loud. Woo! Yes. So, there you go. So today I'm going to take it outside and get all the programming done. I mean, that way I can bug all my neighbors when it goes off, as opposed to, you know, just the ones in close proximity. But nice little unit for $30. It's might just save my butt at some point. Alright, we have a wheat field. Righty. Okay, there's our chicken feed. No, we're still got things to do. Don't kid yourself. Of course, it's gonna have to be rolled and blah 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 blah. All the little things that we all love so much. Alright. Now, before I go through this, let's have a look. I think that wheat tends to outprice barley, doesn't it? 550 is about the peakage here, and that's at the farm. Oh, okay, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. Market stall 517. 545 at Pioneer. 524 to sell everything. Barley, yeah, not quite. Not quite indeed. Now I do need a field for sorghum. But sorghum I can't plant until... all the way to April. Now... yeah, it does mean I'm going to have to leave a field blank. And I'm going to need to leave a field blank for oats as well. Now I do have sunflowers and corn, but those are both come due in October. So that'll allow me to plant the oats. And the sorghum. Alright. So that's what I'm probably gonna do. Once we bring down our sunflowers, I can go sorghum there. So, what that means is that, yes, you shall become a wheat field. So, let's get a wee headland here. Yoink. Looks good. Alright, now we're gonna do oats on that one, I think. No, we can't plant those at the moment, but that's going to be what goes in there, I think. This is working rather well. But we're also pretty much to the end of the episode. So I will make the last few passes here, and next time we'll have a little think about what we want to get going and go from there. So, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget, I do tend to respond to comments, so if you feel like telling me off for something, you know where to do it. Hit that like button, take good care of each other, and ciao for now.